Hello, my butterfly beauties, and welcome if you are new. My name is Charlene, and on this channel, we discuss everything beauty, fragrance, and lifestyle. So if you like my style, why don't you subscribe, share, like, hype, and stay a while. In today's video, we are doing my March perfume tray. Spring is peeking through, and this is the time to pull out all your fruities, your florals, your sweet scents to transition us into this spring, you guys. So I got quite a few here that I'm going to share with you. Some of these are already loves, and some of these are ones that's newer to my collection that I need to test out and see if it's going to be worth staying in my collection. Of course, I'm going to share with you guys the layering combinations I will be doing with these throughout the month in my fragrance shorts, as well as my fragrance follow-up Fridays. And then we'll do an overall view of the items on my tray at the end of the month during my monthly tray recap. So if all of that sounds good to you, then just stay tuned. All right, you guys. So we're going to not stay too long on each of the fragrances, but the first one I pulled was from this Couture brand. I hauled this with you guys several months back during one of those Perfume Mania hauls where I hauled several perfumes, and I picked up several from this particular brand. And this one is $5.93 Bali, and this is from that Michael Malone owner. So he has several of these. This is what his bottles look like. They're nice and chic, classy, beautiful. He has the M logo there on the cap. This is glass, and this is a metal that, you know, snaps down. But this one has bergamot, cardamom, elemi, sheer jasmine, sambac, lily, suede, orris root, sandalwood, and musk. So we're going to start out, I'm going to mostly start out showing you more of the floral based items with maybe a little kick here or a little change here. Then we're going to move into the fruity ones, and then we're going to go into the sweet ones. So we're going to start out with more of the floral based ones first. So that was this Bali from Michael Malone, the Couture brand. The next one I pulled was from Juliana's Perfumes, and this one is her Ring of Daydreams. So this one is her Valaya exclusive inspiration, and it has almond, mandarin, bergamot, powdery, orange blossom, white florals, vanilla, akagali wood, which is oud, and sandalwood and ambroxan. Already know I love this one. I don't think I've tested it yet. I've only did like first impressions of it. So I'm looking forward to playing with that one. Another one that I picked up that was from the Duo brand that I have not tested yet. This is the Belleza Gold 23. Looks like this. And this is the one, like it's the J'adore L'Or inspiration. And this one has orange blossom, jasmine glandiflorum, and centifolia rose. This is by far my favorite J'adore that I've smelt. I've went in store and smelt several of them, and that's my favorite. So I decided to get the Duo brand version of it to see how well I like it. The next one I got was from the Duo brand also, and this is Charming Orchid. So Charming Orchid, as you can tell probably by the name, this one is inspired by Gucci Flora Gorgeous Orchid. And this one has Vanilla Duo, Vanilla Orchid, and Ozonic Accord. They consider this a fruity gourmand fragrance. So we're going to be playing with this one. And another one that said they're inspired by that same fragrance, but the notes are different. So we'll see. This is the Lattafa Ethereal. This is gorgeous. Love the bottle. End up loving the scent. This one, like I said, Lattafa launched in 2025. It has top note of passion flower and dewdrop, mid of orchid and jasmine, and base of vanilla and amberwood. So this is the same one as far as it says that it is inspired by the Gucci Floral Gorgeous Orchid as well. And this one, for me, my top is hard to get off. But I've pulled this out of its maceration and I've been enjoying this one. So this one is on the tray for spring because it's time for that. This other one is new to my collection. I have not played with this one yet. And this is the Jimmy Choo Illicit. So this is Illicit. This one has ginger, bitter orange, rose, jasmine sambac, and orange blossom, honey, amber accord, sandalwood, cashmere wood, caramel, and vanilla. So I'm looking forward to testing this one. I've heard very good things about this Jimmy Choo Illicit, so I'm finally did pick it up. Finally, I'm going to be getting to know her a little better. So the next one I am pulling back out because I had this in a project Use It Up, but I was only in there for a short period of time because I said I wanted to pull it back out in the spring. And that is this. This is Jean Artiste Amor Mio, I Love You. So that's this one. This is a rosy, musky type scent that's going to be great for this time of year. It has pear, pink pepper, grapefruit, rose, peony, geranium, musk, vanilla, and tonka bean. So I'm going to be using this one. And the other one we're going to be using is from Genre Perfumes. This is called Chances. Looks like this. And this one is that La Perla Possibilities inspiration. It's a nice floral, fruity fragrance that has freesia, blackcurrant, pink pepper, rose, rose water, petalia, orange blossom, cashmere wood, Mexican vanilla, Akagallen wood, and amber green. This is a beautiful rose scented fragrance. So got Chances. And the other one that's also focusing on the rose. And this one is that Delina exclusive inspiration. This is from All Watanaya. This is Tiara Pink. Love this one. And she's coming back out to play. So this one has bergamot and pear in the top, Turkish rose, arga wood, and incense in the mid, and oriental woodsy notes, amber, and vanilla in the base. This, like I said, is supposed to be like that Delina exclusive inspiration. It's gorgeous. I'm glad I'm getting to pull her back out to play. The next one I have for you guys is another one that I hauled with you guys from that Perfume Mania haul probably a couple of months back now. And this one is Ajmal V. It looks like this. It's a beautiful, sleek bottle. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. But this one also starts out off with the citruses. Then it says fruity and pomelo and pear, apple, peony and violet, jasmine, heliotrope, rose, daffodil, woodsy, musky, sandalwood, vanilla, and musk. So all the things is in here, and we're going to see how it wears. This will be my first time testing this one out, so we'll see how it goes. This other one here is another one that I have not tested yet. This is Floral Street Wonderland Peony. It's gorgeous. It has cotton candy, pink pepper, blackcurrant, Sicilian lemon, pink berries, pink guava, and violet, peony accord, raspberry flower, vanilla bean, pink candy, floss, cedarwood, and vetiver is in this one. So a lot of good things. So we're going to see definitely how this one goes. I'm excited about it. So I'm looking forward to wearing this Wonderland Peony from Floral Street. My Jimmy Choo is coming out to play. So Jimmy Choo, I Want You. This one has mandarin juice, velvet peach, red spider lily, jasmine sambac, vanilla, benzoin, and resinoid. So we're going to see how well this peach does with me. English Laundry Proper Poppy. This is what that one looks like. This is a nice light airy scent. I've already worn this one so far. I do enjoy it. This is a nice spring fruity type scent that has top notes of grapefruit, raspberry, peach, and lime. Violet, poppy, and rose is in the mid, and then base of sandalwood and musk. So it's definitely your fruity floral type scent. And another one that I picked up from that Michael Malone brand, and this is Sangria plus Saffron. So Sangria plus Saffron looks like this. And for all of you who's coming, who watched my video a while back about this one, it was an experience with this one that was so funny because the salesperson, the representative there, saw me sniffing all the things, and he would share some of the fragrances with him, and it always end up coming up about my channel and all that jazz. And I mentioned how I'm trying to pick up the different notes that was in this particular scent, and he said, I tell you what, if you can get 3 of them right, I'll forego my commission on the sale and let you buy it straight out. I was like, test accepted. Test accepted. So let me tell you the notes, because I told you guys to guess down in the comments, and some of you you guessed a couple of them right, but you didn't guess. You know, I was asking you to tell me which was the ones that I chose, like what was the ones that I picked up on. So let me tell you the notes, and I'm going to tell you the ones I picked up on in this one. So sparkling orange, juicy green apple, saffron, raspberry nectar, jasmine petals, lily of the valley, damask rose, ambergris, which is a bronfitz, and suede. So what I picked up in here, you guys, I picked up on the saffron. You can't count saffron because saffron is in the name, right? So that was a given. We can't count the saffron. So I picked up on the raspberry. I picked up on the jasmine. And I picked up on the rose in here. So all the florals, right? Along with the fruit. That's what I picked up in. I also picked up on the saffron, but that's a given. So that's the notes, you guys. That's the notes I picked up on in here. And I'm looking forward to wearing it because I put it away because I'm like, this is more of a spring focus to me. Spring going into summertime fragrance. So it's out to play. All right. So another one that I picked up from that Perfume Mania is this Illuminaire. This one here, it looks super gorgeous. I love the aesthetic of this bottle. But yes, it's called Illuminaire. And this is that Vince Camuto brand. So this one has plum blossom, bergamot, and pomelo in the top. Then it has magnolia petal, red roses, and osmanthus in the mids. And then suede, musk, tonka, and cedarwood in the base. So looking forward to playing with this one. We're still in like the more fruity florals, getting into more fruit focused scents. This next one I pulled was from Lalique, and this is Amethyst Eclat. This one is gorgeous. I love the aesthetic of this one as well, but I love that this one has that, it has blackcurrant, nashi pear, raspberry, peony, magnolia, Bulgarian rose essence, but it has blackberry, violet wood, and musk. So not only does it have the raspberry, but also has the blackberry in here, and it has my violet in here, and this is gorgeous. So that is your fruity floral for sure. And then we have this one from Lattafa that I pulled, and this is Body Oud Noble Blush. So this is your nice, sweet, powdery type scent. Has rose milk in the top note, meringue and almond in the mid, and then it's vanilla, musk, and sandalwood in the base. So if this doesn't scream sweet, creamy spring to you, the color is even saying spring for me. The other one I pulled was one that I hauled back in a TJ Maxx haul video that I had recently. And this is from that Jean Riche brand, La Rouge is this one. And this one is the one that has bergamot, jasmine. It has bergamot and mango in the top, jasmine and cedar in the mid, and vanilla and sandalwood in the base. And this one is a beautiful one. It's another fruity floral that smells gorgeous, so I'm looking forward to spending time with this one. I pulled out Sakina. Sakina was in my perfume maceration update because it was kind of like on the chopping block. I didn't know if I wanted to keep her or not keep her because of some of the vibes she was giving earlier on when I first was wearing her, but she's here to stay. I end up loving her. And this one has passion fruit, ozonic notes, and mandarin orange in the top, raspberry, rose, sea salt, and orange blossom in the mid, and toffee, praline, vanilla, and musk in the mid. So now we're going more into my fruity, sweet fragrances. So let's keep it going because the next one I have here is from the pink line. So Victoria's Secret pink line. Pink has those two perfumes, the regular pink and then shine. This one has top notes of pink dragon fruit, middle note of sugared petals, and the base of chantilly cream. This is actually my scent that I am wearing today, and it smells absolutely beautiful. I've been enjoying her. So put some more on. This one is gorgeous. I love this one. I did a video on this one comparing the regular pink one and the pink shine together, and this of course came on top. This one is a love. One of my all-time favorite Jimmy Choo perfumes. I don't went through, I don't know how many bottles of this. So this one is already a love. This just coming out to play, and I'm going to probably go ahead and finish this one up this spring. But this is Jimmy Choo Blossom. So Jimmy Choo Blossom is your fruity floral, but it has raspberry, red berries, and citruses, sweet pea, rose, white musk, and sandalwood. And what you mostly getting here is the berries and the sweet pea. Is gorgeous. So this one is out to play, as well as another one that you saw in my like spring perfumes video I did too not long ago about being too sweet. Like what were they giving? Because I never wore this one. I finally wore it this time around. I had it for a while and finally pulled it out to play with it. Sometimes you buy stuff and you just want to look at it. And I'm like, we're not playing those games anymore. We're going to be using this stuff. And that was one of the reasons why I started this channel. Because I was one of those people who only did a couple of spritzes of stuff and then leave stuff sitting there forever in a day because I didn't want to use it for special reasons. Don't do that. Enjoy your life. Tomorrow is not promised to anybody. So enjoy what you have. You already bought it, so enjoy it. But this was another one I pulled out finally, like, girl, you need to use it. So this one from Britney Spears Fantasy has top notes of kiwi, red lychee, and quince, mid notes of white chocolate, cupcake, orchid, and jasmine, and base of musk, orris root, and woodsy notes. So this one is another one I already worn this month yet. You guys, I'm videoing this one a little bit later in the month than I typically like to, but tis is life. So a couple of these I've already worn, but hey, well, I'm sharing you my March tray. Daisy Love, Ooh So Sweet from Marc Jacobs. This one is another sweet floral. This has raspberry, blackberry, and bergamot in the top, daisy and jasmine in the mid, and sugar, musk, white iris, and woodsy notes in the base. So that one is out to play, as well as my Ari from Ariana Grande, another sweet fruity one. And this also starts out with raspberry, pear, and grapefruit. Some of these have similar top notes. You'll see a theme in there. But raspberry, pear, grapefruit, then vanilla, orchid, rose, and lily of the valley is in the mid. And then marshmallow, musk, and woodsy notes is in the base for this one. And we got two more, and then we will be done, you guys. This next one is from Mason Esrar. This one went viral over the last few months. And this is Vanilla Aura. Vanilla Aura is lily of the valley, bergamot, and lemon in the top. Vanilla, chocolate, and caramel in the mid. And vanilla again, amber, sandalwood, and tonka in the base. And last but not least is this Collage Cloud Candy fragrance. And this is another sweet one. And this one is supposed to be one of those young bougie inspirations. So we're going to test it out and see. But this one has marshmallow, strawberry, sugar, whipped cream, vanilla, raspberry, white musk, coconut, tangerine, ambroxan, and freesia. So you guys, that is my March perfume tray. That is the items I've been wearing and will continue to wear throughout this spring, this transition into spring. All my fruities, all my florals, all my sweet fragrances. And this is by no means all the sweet floral and fruit fragrances in my collection, but these are the ones I decided to play with for this month of March. So stay tuned to, like I said, the video where I'll be following up with you on a couple of the Fridays if I decided to layer any of these items and give you some of my thoughts on how some of the wear's been going with some of these. And I also will be sharing with you my layering combinations and my tray recap at the end of the month. So be sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, give me a big thumbs up and hype the video if you have that feature. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye.